excuse to buy you dinner.
Great. Give me 15 minutes to shower, shampoo, and shine.
Shine?
When I want my smile to be knockout, I shine it with Pearl Drops tooth polish. A dentist invented Pearl Drops with special polishing ingredients to help make your teeth their shiniest. It's a great feeling.
Now I see what you mean by shine.
Shine, shine, shine with Pearl Drops.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Pearl Drops.
I like what Todd said, too. Breaking away from the chaos. This is a tariff-free zone. There are no tariffs in here. And you can win $10.
No, that's right. No tariffs. Look at them choppers.
They were highly sexualized commercials back in the day.
They were.
Maybe they are still highly sexualized. I don't know, but you really notice it when they're like.
Do you get your teeth whitened? You're white. My teeth are not white.
My teeth are enhanced by the magic of the internet, I believe. I don't know.
Oh, why don't you enhance my teeth? I always have yellow teeth.
I brush my teeth every day. You know, I
do too.
Anybody out there in the chat room, if I'm peeking out or I'm like way too loud, let me know, because I've watched a couple of the previous shows. Tuesdays, I get so excited on Tuesdays because we had a contest. People win $10. Holy, Kamala's here. She's won it twice. She's coming in as Kamala Lopez today, not as equal means equal. Let's get into this thing.
Okay.
Before I get hit by a car, let's get into this thing called lunch therapy. I'm gonna get myself a modem. 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 All right. Whoa!
Yes.
That's cool. That's so cool. Wow, I didn't know. Thanks for bringing that tunnel.
I look like I'm famous.
You do. You do look famous.
And guess what? I've been famous this week. I have had 3 people on Instagram who just watched the show and they say, I'm the best. I was so honest. And then one person said I was a bitch.
What show are we talking about?
The Trust.
The Trust. Oh, they watched The Trust and they said
They're
that
still watching The Trust.
You were the most honest. Wow, that's cool.
And they love me. And so people are still watching it because it's on the banner on Netflix.
I see.
Yeah.
Todd said you're kind of quiet, music level high. Oh, I'm always battling with the music. Thanks for that. Let me know as we go along if I'm yelling too much or if I'm if.
And me too.
Today the show is going to be freaking funny. Oh my God.
Freaking.
It's going to be hilarious.
We're over.
Howard Aronin is here. Trippy dude. That was cool. We got a roving reporter from Howard before we do the contest today.
Oh, yay.
Great picture. Look at this these cats, man.
How you did that, Joe. You are a genius. I'm saying it. I'm going to say this every freaking week. You're a genius.
Isn't it beautiful? Like last week we had meerkats water skiing. And today we have, these are actually called Gaynar. Gaynar? No.
Gaynar, yeah. They're expensive.
Oh, you can buy them?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
Are they called? No. What are they called?
Are they from the zoo?
Is it Gaynars? No. Now I don't even know what they're called. Just a minute, because that's our animal of the day.
Oh,
I know it's gay something. Just margays. They're not called Gaynars. They're called margays. Just goes to show you how my mind.
Margays.
Anyway, it's like West Hollywood. There are margays.
They're margays.
Per capita.
There's more gays.
See, I told you it was
going
to be funny this week. Okay, subscribe, everybody. Like and subscribe.
Yes. And do Patreon. Throw in $5.
All right. I love it. Yes, breathing your lunch. That's Guignol on the beach. Did you know that?
Uh-oh.
I went to the beach with Guignol on Monday, yesterday.
Oh, awesome. Look at his kitty. I love that.
Oh, healing vibrations. This is called I Love Myself. Today, that's the theme. We love ourselves. In Mama J's world, fancy name equals expensive. Wow. Sup, hummingbirds? Richard the crooner is here. You know,
Richard, hi.
Richard won the contest a few weeks ago. You know what? He hasn't gotten his prize yet. It's terrible. They came in, and I'm male. I told you that I am postally challenged.
And who hasn't got that? Richard got his. He got his. The people haven't gotten their. They haven't gotten their something.
Well, that's why we're going for cash now. Cash
that's why
on the
we're doing
barrel.
Cash.
Cool cat skiing.
But,
This is the DEI episode. Yes, gay cats. We're still DEI here at Lunch Therapy. Still working the DEI. So if you need to do some DEI, come on over.
Okay, now Joel, see my teeth?
Yo, look at this. You can't say that acronym or you get flagged. We're doing a teeth comparison? Okay.
Oh, look.
Let's do it. We're gonna
look at yours.
We're gonna really do this? We're gonna do this?
Well, you said you could whiten my teeth online.
Oh, I can't whiten your teeth online. I was just boasting.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to get me some white out and paint them.
That's a good idea. Just get yourself some teeth whitening toothpaste.
I have, but you know what? It burns my gums. I'm very sensitive.
I'm sure they have teeth whitening for sensitive gums.
Well, I don't know. I'll try it. I might get me some Pearl Drops.
Pearl Drops? What are we talking about? Today's episode is sponsored by Pearl Drops, and this is the perfect time to drop in Pearl Drops. What else is it sponsored by?
I'm getting me some freaking. Oh, and it's also
I'm going to get myself some Pearl Drops.
Here we are. Fabula
Coffee. Today
Fabula Coffee.
Promoting Fabula Coffee. There's a link in the show notes. It's from Peru.
And it is not too dark, not too light, just right, 100% organic, low acid, mold
free mold.
Clean.
So it's not mushroom coffee because that's
mushroom
mold.
is a mold.
That's mold inclusive.
No mold in this coffee. It's clean. And I tell you, my stomach does like it better, and it's delicious.
Oh my God. All right, so let's breathe before we forget, because it's one of those episodes where we're just going to totally forget to breathe.
And we're going to be quiet.
All right.
While we breathe. Can we do that?
Yeah. I've got this special wave on my shirt that's going to help us. Oh, wait. More advice. Sensodyne has a new teeth whitening toothpaste for sensitive teeth. So there.
But what about the gum area? Maybe I just stay on my teeth.
Look, everybody's going Sensodyne here. Sensodyne with whitening formula stops the pain in your gums and whitens your teeth and tonsils, if you still have them.
And you know what? That's our commercial next week.
All right.
I'll get some.
I love that. All right, in through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. I just realized I have my shoes on.
Oh, my shoes. Let me get
my shoes. What the heck?
What the hell?
You know what I'm going to do? For all you Seahawks fans out there, fellow Seahawks fans, I'm going to get a Raiders decal and put it right on top of that. Ooh. I'm all Raiders, man. Raider Nation. All the Seahawks are going over to the Raiders. For anybody who cares.
Ooh. Well, I did want Houston to win last night, but no luck.
You just had Final Four?
Yeah.
Okay, in through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. One more time. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. We're getting to the contest, man. Things are going to be good. It's a really good contest today.
And now I'm not seeing Joyce. I'm not seeing Becky. I don't know what's happening.
Guinelle says Mariners beat Houston last night. Now we're talking baseball. This is sports edition.
No, I'm talking basketball, Guinelle.
Come on, Guinelle.
Florida beat, at the last minute, beat Houston.
Todd Lee says my daughter, who is currently unemployed, won our bracket. Only time I was a Gator fan. Oh, Florida Gators. Joyce is here. Joyce, are you going to play the contest? You got to play the contest. Let's jump in this thing.
We got to do this. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do
we got to beat Kamala.
Beat Kamala. I can't be on that team, but I can't be on the Beat Kamala team. Okay, one other thing. Before we go in, we're going to have a roving reporter from Howard Aronin with one of his prizes from the show.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay.
In it to win it. Okay.
Hi, hummingbird. This is your roving reporter, Howard. I'm in Seattle, the home of Joel Marshall.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
It's beautiful,
With the
right?
Positivity Potato.
Positivity
Here he is.
Potato.
Say hello.
There he is. The Positivity Potato in Seattle,
Maybe
Washington.
a ton. Oh, Howard, I'm going to cry.
It's beautiful, right? It's majestic. Oh, I love it. All right, you can win. You know, if you win $10 today, you could buy yourself a Positivity
He could buy a few of those.
In it to win it. Okay, for those who've never played the show, we have our alien creature friend here to tell us all about it. Hi. This is a game show where you have to guess in the chat room the answers. There'll be 4 possible answers, and you will guess 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's best if you're on Facebook to say 1 and then the name, then the answer, 2 and then the answer, 3 and the answer. But you can also just do the numbers. But for some reason, they recommend on Facebook to do more than just the numbers.
Ah.
Look at my
Didn't know
teeth.
that.
Look at my teeth.
I know. I look at my teeth.
They're so
Her
white.
teeth are yellow. I'm getting Sensodyne tonight.
Spud Life.
Bud Light, Howard. You're the guy. Do you show them? Hey, Howard, do you show them to your people on the planes?
Oh yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
Because then they feel safer.
Like that.
They feel safer in the planes, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do this thing because they know that there's a very positive person helping them through the entire flight.
And then watch somebody get in a fight like they'll be offended by it.
All right, let's get this thing going.
All right, let's do it.
Boop, 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 boop. Come on, Boney. Boney said that there's a problem.
Uh-oh. No, we cannot have any problems.
No problems
because we are freaking funny today.
This is the funniest freaking show ever.
You know what? Sometime we ought to show them what they do on TV, like the bloopers. We ought to show them what we talk about before we come on.
Yes.
The outtakes.
You know, when Blas was on the show back in the day, we would record our pre-show just for posterity. Because Blas likes to record everything.
Oh, how is our Blas?
Blas is doing well. Haven't seen him on the show in a long time. We'll have to see
I
if
haven't
we can
seen
get
him
on there,
visiting
but-
with us lately.
Okay,
but
so
hope
here we
he's
go.
okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Which comedian joked, "I base most of my fashion taste on what doesn't itch"? 1, Wanda Sykes. 2, Tina Fey. 3, Gilda Radner. 4, Amy Schumer. I base most of my fashion taste on what doesn't itch. I should vote. No, I can't vote. I'll ruin the whole thing.
Can't you just vote for fun, though?
So far we've got, Todd says, well, because I came up with the questions. So I can't vote.
That's right. See? Let's see. This will be exciting.
This is
Start.
exciting, right?
Come on, be Amy.
Come on. Oh, only one person got it.
Gilda.
Richard. Gilda
Richard
Radner.
the crooner.
Rosanna Dana. Who said, "I'm not a cougar. I'm just an animal that eats younger animals"? 1, Sarah Silverman. 2, Joan Rivers. 3, Chelsea Handler. 4, Ali Wong. Oh, by the way, I didn't say this at the beginning. You have to be the sole winner.
Yeah.
The sole winner to get the $10. If there's no sole winner, there's no winner. So try and shove people, try and throw people off the track, try and get your vote in maybe at the last second. I don't know. Whatever you can do to push that other person. You know, it's just like America. Whatever you can do to just push the other person down. Or the other
Man, I don't want
country
to do
down.
that.
No.
But I
This is
wanna
a
know
kinder,
these
loving place. We're happy
I know,
when
and I want to know.
each other wins. Soul winner
Soul-
or soul winner. Someday we'll give away a fish. Give a fish. Or maybe our barefoot souls.
Oh shit!
Chelsea
Howard.
Howard.
Woo! Way to
That was
go.
That,
Okay, let's see here.
Which comedian quipped, "My mom used to say, the only reason men are alive is for lawn care and vehicle maintenance." 1, Roseanne Barr. 2, Melissa McCarthy. 3, Kristen Wiig. 4, Ellen DeGeneres.
You know, I'm disappointed in myself. I should know these because I love all these comedians.
You should have this in a Rolodex. Just. By the way, no cheating. No cheating.
No cheating.
Because we know there's money on the line and money is coming at a premium these days.
Googling. That's right. No Googling.
You're going to try and offset that damage to your 401k.
And I am going to add $5
Oh my
to this
God! No way! No way!
Yes
It's now
way.
up to $15.
tip. $15, everybody. Now I did hear that maybe last week
Oh.
somebody.
Oh.
Oh, good, I got
You
one.
got one? Yeah, Roseanne Barr.
Okay.
Richard got it. Mama J got it. Howard got it. Kamala said Melissa McCarthy. Kristen Wiig. Joyce said Todd. This is a
Okay.
good competition.
Being a
Who
woman
joked,
is like-
being a woman is like being in permanent traffic. You're always waiting for someone to let you go first. That sounds kind of dated, maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing. 1, Tina Fey.
I don't even.
2, Mindy Kaling. 3, Ilsa Schlesinger. 4, Amy Poehler.
I don't know.
Todd Lee says $5 in nickels. Yeah, are you paying in nickels? Mama
I
J?
am. I got nickel shit. I'm still
it's
doing
all-
I'm on my.
We're doing all Venmo, so it's whatever you like. However you like it, when you cash it out, you get it all in nickels, you get it all in dimes.
And I'm in third week of pulling stupid nickels, and I'm getting a real issue that I'm wondering is it glue or is it a frickin' booger?
Do you just taste it?
No.
That's the way I would do it. 'Cause then you'll know.
Oh,
Tina Fey,
nobody
no one
got
got it. No one got it. Wow.
Oh, okay then.
Wow. Okay, which comic said, "I love sleep because it's like a time machine to breakfast"? I like this one. This is a good one. I feel that way. 1, Rebel Wilson. 2, Lily Singh. 3, Amy Schumer. 4, Ali Wong.
Oh man.
Winner gets a sock full of pennies. We'll Venmo you a sock full of pennies.
Okay.
After the show, there will be a link for whomever wins to go claim their prize by giving us their handle.
I think
their Venmo
somebody's
handle.
still waiting for their prize from last week. I heard.
No. The prize was given last week.
Are you sure? You just told me. It was
last
given,
week?
but they hadn't received.
No,
They hadn't
3
received
weeks
it.
ago. Howard and Richard won tarot cards.
Yes.
I got them, but I'm totally postally challenged. Oh, wait, who won that? Everybody won that. A lot of
we
people
did. Everybody won.
Okay, it was Amy Schumer. If I want to knock a story off the front page, I'll just change my hairstyle. Who made that joke? Wow.
It's not even funny.
1, Samantha Bee. 2, Margaret Cho. 3, Leslie Jones. 4, Hillary Clinton. Are we rating whether it's funny or not?
Well, we are because I don't think that's funny.
If I want to knock a story off the
What I
front page, I just
say.
change my hairstyle. It's got to be somebody very famous. If they change their hairstyle and
know.
all of a sudden that becomes on the front page. I mean, I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm not saying who it is.
Is it the one several of us are voting for? The very famous.
The most famous of all 4.
Was that your clue to us?
That was my clue. Yeah. Oh, everybody got it.
Thank you, Joel.
I know. That was pretty obvious. And it was good of you to ascertain who were the comedians who were not by saying that it's not very funny.
I see.
You know, you're getting old when your back goes out more than you do. Your back goes out more than you do. 1, Phyllis Diller. 2, Jane Curtin. 3, Carol Burnett. 4, Betty White. Do 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 do. This is kind of a tough one. Are you finding this one tough?
And you know what? And Joel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And Joel, remember when you had that older comedian on? I thought, do I need to be dressing like her and maybe be in that style? She threw me off.
Really? You can't.
She threw me off my game.
Always remember, compare and despair. Compare and despair. If you want to despair, compare.
I liked her. I liked her, but I thought,
You're talking about Susan Rice?
Yeah.
Well, she's going for a particular thing. She calls herself the old bag, right?
I know she's the old bag, but she was so good, and she's had such a
She's
long
amazing.
career.
She's amazing. Okay, comedy is. I'm obviously not paying attention. Comedy is acting out optimism. Which trailblazing female comedian said this? Comedy is acting out optimism. 1, Robin Williams. 2, Monique. 3, Lucille Ball. 4, Joan Rivers.
Ooh, I better hurry. Don't do it.
Howard says
Why can't I
Lucille Ball. Todd Lee says Lucille Ball. Kamala says Robin Williams, I believe. That's.
But Robin's not a female.
Yeah, but does it have to be a female?
It wasn't a female question, did it?
I think
oopsies,
it's
I would've
all been
voted for
females
Robin.
so far.
Yeah, I got
Richard
thrown on
says
that
Lucille
one.
Ball.
I think it was Robin.
This is...
I don't know, but the way he ended his life.
Everybody guessed
was.
Lucille Ball, and it was Robin Williams. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Ooh. Man.
That could have been a
here
game
it is.
changer. Okay, this is question number 9 of 9. I'm not addicted to cocaine. I just like the way it smells. Who famously said this? 1, Whitney Cummings. 2, Richard Pryor. 3, Kathy Griffin. 4, Chelsea Handler. I'm not addicted to cocaine. I just like the way it smells. This could...
Well, of course, because she's sniffing it up.
This could make or break it. Mama J says Chelsea Handler. Todd Lee says Richard Pryor. Howard says Richard Pryor. Joyce going for the Richard Pryor. I haven't been keeping tally, so I don't know. Boney should really keep tally on this thing. At least we have...
Yeah, I don't know. This will be interesting to see.
See who wins. The $15. Richard Pryor. Wow.
Easy.
Todd, Howard, Joyce, Chelsea Handler.
Wow.
People got Whitney Cummings. I think Whitney Cummings, it would be like, she'd be saying vodka. I just like the way vodka smells.
Howard again.
Howard run the...
Right?
Wow. He really...
Whoa.
Came back from the brink. I think last week he was like at the end of the rope. 5 correct answers for Howard. Richard got 4. Todd got 3. Mama J 3. Kamala 2. She's got bumped off her high throne. And Joyce 2 correct answers. Howard brings the positive potato and then kills it. Way to go, everybody. That was cool.
Wow. And Joyce is hurt. She says, I'm the biggest loser.
Hey, on some shows, that's the winner.
That's true.
You never know what's going to happen. True. Howard, got to send me your Venmo, and we're going to send you $15 to spend however you wish.
That's right.
However you wish.
However. Hey,
yeah.
Joel, sometime we ought to change it up and say the one who loses wins.
That would be really weird. We'd have to make it a really hard one. But that's a good idea.
Would.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just to change it up,
It's time for spring cleaning, I think.
Oh, boy.
Guess what time of year it is?
God, we got our green screen.
Spring cleaning. And this room causes me the most
Are you in that room right now?
Of any room I have in this house.
I'm sitting in this.
Behind the
See this
scenes.
table? It's a catch-all. Is all of that about sewing? No. Then I've got my fabric, and it's all messed up, not organized like I'd like it to be. Then we move over here.
Look at my
Now
computer.
there's my
That's where I
sewing
sit,
table.
with the
Do
floor
you
on.
think I
That's
could
where you're
sew
sitting
anything
right
on
now?
that table?
Yep.
Do you think all of that
Does it still
has
look like
to do
this?
with
Or we'll find
sewing?
out.
No, because look at
Clorox is
this.
gone.
I do live lunch therapy every
Right
Tuesday
there.
with Joel Marshall.
That's it. The
This
studio.
is my studio. Now, how appealing is that?
Incredible. Not very.
We got the kitty pan over. The kitty pan
Not
is
appealing
clean.
at all.
I will tell you that. There's my embroidery machine. I am somebody who I have so many memories from people and friends and little tidbits. I love to show my tidbits. Well, not like, these tidbits, not those tidbits.
What?
So look at this. Is this the funnest wall? Look at my dolls.
That wall is the best part of the whole
Look at
room. I think.
this. I love it.
The rest of
Then
it.
I come to my bulletin board where I think I have, let's look at this list. This is an old list of me trying to get things done. Well, what today is, I'm doing it in bits and pieces because I have to go to work and I have a doctor's appointment. But I just thought, once again, it's me and the studio. And when I show it again, it will be completely clean and also more organized to the equipment that I need, that I use, so that everything's handier. We shall see. And Sugar Kitty, of course, always wants to help me in these projects. So
Shirt from
have a
Mama
good
J.
day, everybody.
Check out my tidbits on lunch therapy. I think that would sell. Okay, so tell us, how is it going? Because that was how long ago? Maybe 2 weeks ago?
That's a couple weeks ago. I was going to be finished yesterday. And guess what the hell happened? I'm in here, I'm putting stuff up, and all of a sudden I look on the floor and I'm seeing these little brown footprints off of my shoe. I stepped in dog poop somewhere and I tracked it all over the house. I had to mop, I had to Clorox, I had to shampoo rugs. I was so upset. So the frickin' studio, it looks better than the video, but it's still not.
You know what they
appealing.
say? They say 1 step forward, 2 steps and shit.
Yeah, that was true. And I mean, I kept finding it. I was here, I was there, I was all over the whole damn house with shit on my feet.
Shit all over the floor. Boy, this is terrible. Kamala says I've been spring cleaning since winter. She has. She has been just ever since, I don't know, since January. She's been
Can you
like,
tell a difference?
oh yeah, it's like, it's monumental around here. Change occurring. And I'm just in the midst of it, freaking out.
Wow.
Todd Lee says, what's with the half a moose rack?
Ooh, it's an eagle.
Oh, it's an
Somebody
eagle.
painted it and it's got an eagle head on it.
Yeah,
It's awesome, Todd. Awesome.
that's what they say, spring cleaning.
And I made the hat that's hanging on it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. And you got lipstick on today too.
Hey, look.
What?
And that's supposed to make my teeth look whiter.
Oh, is that what it is? I think you have to do this.
I do. Maybe the lipstick is on my teeth.
All right, now let's move on to this next thing here.
All right.
There's something called art therapy. That's something we haven't done enough around here. And we're just going to do a little bit of art. And
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So Google has a place out on the Google net called Google Arts and Culture. And these guys live there. Have you seen these guys before? I don't think anybody has seen these. I'm showing you something that it's revolutionary. It's called the Blob Opera. And it's free for anybody.
No.
Yes. And you click on it. Let me just crank the volume on this baby. Yeah, the Blob Opera. Isn't it incredible? And you can just do this all day if you want. You just drag your...
Their tongues.
Isn't that crazy? And you can take them on tour. You can go to different places like Seoul, Korea. I don't know. It doesn't look that different.
Yeah, tell me the name of the site. I didn't have to see it.
It's called Blob Opera. Yeah, I invite anybody to do that. Not during this show, of course, because. And then they actually you can choose songs that they play.
When they make their mouth like that.
Go to New York. Here we go.
So clever.
It kind of wells up emotion inside.
Well, but I don't think they're just going blah 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 blah.
Well, you can
right?
also hook it up to like if you have one of these like fancy like keyboard things.
Yeah.
It sounds a little White Lotus-y.
Oh, well, what kind of keyboard is that?
It's fancy. This is what they use. You know, if you're like a fancy DJ. Like, you know the show White Lotus?
I do, but I'm not watching it.
Well, the theme song, the guy plays one of those things.
Yeah?
Plays
Really?
one of those, yeah.
But I don't need one of those, correct?
You don't need one of those. What you need
Okay.
is...
I need the blob.
What
do
you
I
need is you need one of these.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And we're going. It's actually clinically impossible to be depressed while this song is playing.
Oh.
Awesome. Time for the Trash Panda Comedy Club. Welcome to the Trash Panda Comedy Club. This is a place where we work out material. But lately, I just am just so pissed off. It's hard to work out material that's not just a rant. Just going off where people are like, "What is wrong with that guy? What happened to him? He used to be so much fun." I'll tell you what really pisses me off. There's nothing actually that pisses me off more than this, and it's people who are good at ping pong. I cannot stand it when you're just like having a nice time. You're over at somebody's house. You're having drinks or whatever, just shooting the shit, and all of a sudden they go, "Hey, I got a ping pong table," and you go in the other room, and they turn into these awful people. And it's not always the host. Sometimes it's just a random person that you didn't know they were good at ping pong. You had no idea. But all of a sudden they pick up that paddle and they get that smug look on their face. And then they just start laying waste to you. And you're just wondering, like, where did you have all the time to learn how to play ping pong? And why would you invest all this time just to humiliate me? And, you know, and they hold the racket some weird way and they stand really far from the table and they're relentless. They don't go easy on you. And they could be just totally drunk. One time I played ping pong against Matthew Perry. And I mean, he just destroyed me. I think it's a good test of a relationship. If you're like going to marry somebody or you're going to start a company with somebody, play some ping pong with them first and just see their real character. You know, play doubles, be on their side, and play really badly, which is not hard for me because I'm a terrible ping pong player. But just fuck it up the whole time and see how they react to you. Another one is racquetball. Same principle. Why would you be good at this little rubber ball in a tiny little room with these tiny little rackets? Why would you be good at that? Why would you spend time doing that? I don't know. But one time, this friend of mine invited me to play racquetball, and I took him. Matthew Perry had a nice set of choppers. He did. He had some gleaming white teeth. Anyway, so we go to play racquetball, and I play racquetball. You know, I've played it. I put some time in playing racquetball, but apparently not enough because this guy, he was one of those racquetball players. You know, you think you're going to get some exercise. You're going to hit the ball, and then they're going to hit the ball, and then you're going to hit the ball. But instead, I hit the ball, and then he hits the ball in some weird way, so it goes up into like a corner of the room and just kind of bounces around in there, and then just drops like a dead bird on the ground, just lays there. And I don't even get a chance to hit it. And he does this over and over and over again. Wins game after game after game. Something he calls golden games. And you know what a golden game is? It's a game where he gets all the points and I don't score one. And then at the end of that, when I'm just about to like off myself, he says, I think now I'm going to play with my right hand. Yeah, it turns out he's right-handed. He's been playing left-handed the whole time.
Asshole! What an
asshole! I mean, needless to say, he's not my friend anymore. That was like the end of a friendship. You want to end a friendship? Do that. Clearly. We also, people, that's what I'm doing wrong. I need more heavy drugs. Yeah. Maybe that's my problem. I don't know. And then there's these people, Todd, these people that are good at everything. They're just good at everything, no matter what it is. You could invent a game. Be like, hey, let's just throw paper clips against the wall and see who can, I don't know, make them stick. And they'll be like, thunk, 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 thunk. And you'll be like, what? Why are you good at that? We had a guy, when I was in college, there was a guy who was good at everything. And it was so frustrating. But then it turns out he was also good at stealing our wallets. Yeah, you'd go out to drinks and you'd go for your wallet and there'd be no money in there. And he'd be like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll get you. And it turns out it's your money. I know. Who knows? Anyway, that's the kind of people that are good at everything. Those were a lot of golden games. Yeah, golden games. I think all right, that's it for Trash Panda today.
Hello. Jay was doing Trash Panda. Hello.
Jay was doing it? Oh, what happened?
Hey.
They caught me switching microphones. Are you doing Trash Panda?
Well, I was.
I thought you said you weren't going to do it.
Look at your messages.
Oh, yeah. I got to watch every single message. People.
I said, hey, I'm back on
That's
Trash
hilarious.
Panda.
Okay. Let's get you in. Let's get you into Trash Panda.
We could do it right here. I don't care.
I got to do some. This is a serious show here.
And it's freaking funny.
I am going to get you on the Trash Panda in a serious way here.
Hello?
Hold on.
I thought, where are you
You're
going?
like, what? You can't mess with Mama J either. Last week, I almost forgot to play.
Mama J right now.
I forgot to play one of her videos, and she was just like, Marshall, what the hell kind of show is this?
And remember what my name is, the Angry Mama J.
The Angry Mama J. All right, let's get into this
thing.
Oh,
no, I'm on Zoom. You cut me clear out.
I'm not cutting you out of nothing. Hold on.
Yeah, you are. I'm on Zoom. It says Zoom.
Oh, my God. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen. People with natural abilities really piss me off. All right, here we go.
Oh boy, now you can see my teeth. Oh my God, I got red on them. Okay, hey, so speaking of those guys who just beat your ass in games, one time I was a good tennis player. So this guy said, well, I don't play tennis. Why don't we play racquetball? Sure. You know what? I ripped every muscle off of my bones.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was such an asshole. He was just like bouncing that stupid ball everywhere, and I'm supposed to be getting it. Pissed me off. And then I'm going to tell you something. When you're playing those dulcimers, we have a guy in town, and I don't know if California has him, but he sits in the parking lots and he plays a record. He acts like he's playing a guitar, but it's recorded, and then he's asking for money. But you know, Sunday, he played something so beautiful. I thought I was going to cry. And had I been standing next to him, I would have given him $10.
Whoa.
I would have. Yeah. Even though he's fake as shit. And you know, as you guys saw my studio, I am a hoarder, but I'm only a craft and fabric hoarder. That's what I hoard. So guess what? So when you sew, you have a million scraps and you keep every one of them, even if they're this big. Even if it's that big, you keep that sucker. So guess what?
What?
I have 2 or 3 bundles of scraps, and they are going to the burn pile with the branches. And then I'm to say, thank you, fabric gods, for giving me the joy of all of these things I've made out of these scraps. And for all the people who are enjoying, except Todd Lee, who are enjoying my pieces that I have sewn for them. And I let it go up in the sky. So there you go. And last but not least, I have had it. You know, I can't see anymore. I can't see. I've had cataract surgery. I got these glasses. I can't see at work. I can't see I have to have my computer up on dull because it's too bright. I have to have everything at 150% so I can see it. But then I have to read these checks. Guess what the hell I have to do? I have a fucking magnifying glass.
Oh, no.
Shit. No, come on. And then you know what I have to put in my eyes every day?
What?
I have to put these drops. They're called Upneek because my eyelid droops and then it interferes with my data entry time. And I have to put drops in my eyes to keep my eyelids up.
Oh my God.
That's it, Joel. That's all I got.
Wow.
Is that fucking funny?
I think you got to put some nickels in your eyes.
Joel, why don't I put those booger glue?
Oh, yeah, put that. Wow, that was intense. It was
intense. I've had it.
Boy.
Yeah.
So that was an intense.
What can I say?
I think we need some wildlife therapy after all that.
Yeah, we do.
For the animals. Gotta look at the animals. Make burn piles great again.
Yeah.
Bet you never thought you were going to say that.
That's big in the Midwest.
Burn piles?
Big. Yeah.
Oh my God, I have to tell my burn pile story then.
Unless the winds are blowing.
You know, I was in India and there was a big pile of rubbish burning in a park.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking at it. It was just on fire, just huge conflagration.
Yeah.
And this guy walked by and I was like, who's watching this fire? And he said, you are. A little life lesson there for you. Yeah.
Can I tell you something? Can I interrupt and say?
Ahead.
So when I was in India, so it was this is how they fire their pottery.
Huh.
So they have all their little pots, you know, it's a cottage industry. They have all their little pots and then they just throw it on the ground and they cover it. They cover it full of weeds and grass and all that stuff. And they set that sucker on fire and they burn their pieces, and then that's how they come out.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It was very cool.
Behind us, we have margays. You know margays?
Gay Mars?
They're gay Mars. They are actually little cats that live in the wild.
Aww.
And they're a little smaller than an ocelot. So they look a lot like an ocelot. I'm sure some of you thought they were ocelots. But they're margays, and they're beautiful. They have very, very soft fur. In fact, that's one of the things that stands out about these things is they have abnormally soft fur. Do people have them as pets?
I don't know. But Joel, I have not seen the margays on the Americas.
No. Did you see the capybara episode of the Americas?
Oh, yes.
I haven't seen it yet. I was watching it, but I had to work.
But don't you find that interesting that where do these guys live?
The margays? They live in the jungle. And okay, so that's one of the things about them is they live mostly in the trees.
But are they in the Andes? Are they in Costa Rica?
That's a good question. Boney.
You didn't invest.
Boney, why didn't you?
Yeah.
Boney didn't tell us anything about it. I don't know. He didn't tell us where these things are. I'm going to say South America, maybe. Boney? He's like so high over there. He's like asleep.
Well, and I didn't know. I'm basing the info on how come the Americas haven't talked about this.
Right. You know what? Yeah. Margays have been observed using vocal mimicry to lure prey. They can imitate the calls of baby monkeys, which attracts adult monkeys looking for their young. And then they eat them. They eat monkeys.
And he just ate one. He's licking his chips.
Yeah, look at him
and look
licking
at the fur
his chips.
On the tree. Look at the tree.
I know. That's a bird.
Leftovers. Oh, my God.
They have large eyes. That's how you can really tell them. They have these large eyes that look like Puss in Boots, when he gets all, when he gets all cute.
Oh.
They have, and they're adapted for night vision. Oh, look at Mr. Nandor705 is here from Twitch.
Do we know him?
No.
Hey.
Now we do.
Well, hi, Mr. Nandor.
Great
do you
trash
know anything
pandas,
about
all
the Margays? Oh, thank you, Howard.
Thank you, Howard.
That's the angry Marma J.
Todd's going to release a bag of Margays in the White House. They could do, probably pretty good impressions because they use mimicry.
I'd love to hear I'm going to look them up and see if I hear their noise.
Yeah, we got it. Well, I mean, maybe they do they might do really good impersonations of.
I feel sorry for what they just ate.
They haven't. It's a bird.
Really liked
it's a bird. Margays have. That's one of the things I've noticed about the show, The Americas, is they don't hold back on the hunting. Animals eating each other.
Oh, I cry. I sob. And the love stories?
Mr. Nandor, we better pay attention to Mr. Nandor here because it's great having a Twitch person on here.
Yeah, we're talking about the Americas.
The Americas. We're watching The Americas, which is a Tom Hanks narrated animal program that's on television. Just finished watching The White Lotus. I'm not going to give no spoilers here. Oh, thank God. Richard says
1923.
Oh, 1923, which is the Western.
Oh. Jungles of Mexico, Central and
Richard.
South America. Thank you, Richard.
Yeah, so they're in the jungles of South America. Yeah, and you're watching 1923. Is that the one with Harrison Ford?
Had the finale. Oh, my God. Sobbed.
Really?
It's been a very weepy week.
Yeah. By the way, The Residence on Netflix is a funny, light series, like Only Murders in the Building, but at the White House. Who plays the president?
I tried it and gave up on it.
Who plays the president?
Oh, it's, is he dead? He's dead.
Oh. We were watching the one that's set in the future where everybody lives in a mountain.
Yes, that's the P. It starts with a P.
Yeah, it starts with a P. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. That's crazy. So anyway, what are you watching, Mr. Nandor705?
Yeah, tell us.
Are you going to watch Andor, perhaps, when that comes out, since it's part of your name? We don't know.
And you are watching Lunch Therapy,
You're watching
Mr.
Lunch
Nandor.
Therapy. It's great to have a Twitch person on. Yeah.
Mr. Nandor, you need to watch me on Netflix on The Trust, a Game of Greed.
Wow.
That's why I'm on here, because I'm famous.
That's right. That's why you made it on this show. I think maybe a little Paradise. Paradise, that's the show. That's what it's called.
Paradise. Yes, that's a good show.
Broken news. Little broken news.
Uh-oh.
Spectrum.
Uh-oh.
So there's competition now for American rockets.
Uh-oh.
Oh, let's see. Mr. Nandor says he'll take a look at that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, take a look at all of those. Paradise is a pretty interesting one, I'll tell you. Spectrum. So here's what happened is in Norway, Europe launched a rocket, which is a new thing, and they're called Spectrum, which, you know, our internet used to be Spectrum, and things did not go very well, I got to tell you. No, the president isn't dead. Paul Fitzgerald plays him. Bronson Pinchot is in it. I was watching the that other show. Oh, God, I don't know the names of the shows. Isn't that terrible? What was that show that we were watching that I said was like Veep, but not funny? Serious? I don't know. So here we go. Here's a rocket in Europe. It's a European rocket. It launched, look at that, in Norway. Norway on March 30th. That's pretty amazing watching that rocket launch out there in the snow like that.
In the snow. Hey, what do you think? What does everybody think about Gail King and Katy Perry and all them going to go up for what? 15 minutes in space this week?
I hope this doesn't happen to them.
Oh no! Are they watching this?
Nobody's in this spacecraft, by the way. It's just a test.
Oh no, a failure.
It's just a test. Well, you got to fail a bunch of times. You got to fail a bunch of times before you succeed. No payloads.
People are up in arms about them wasting all that money to do this for 10 minutes. They only are going up for 10 minutes.
Well, whose money is it? That's my question.
Probably theirs. They're probably paying to go up.
They probably are. So my thought is,
you know, I got to get myself centered in this circle.
Oh yeah, that circle is kind of cool. Okay, one other breaking news item that I don't want to miss because it's very important, and that is de-extinction is dire. The Diplomat, thank you. The Diplomat is the one that's like Veep, but serious. De-extinction is de-extinction. Yeah. Have you heard of de-extinction?
Well, I heard that. Is that what that white wolf is?
Yes.
Yeah.
They did some stuff with some genes. I'll let them explain it to you. Where they resurrected the dire wolf, a long ago extinct animal that you only see now on Game of Thrones. They resurrected it from the dead. And they're planning to do more.
Oh my God, I don't know. Do you think this is right?
They're called colossal.
Do we think this is right? Are they going to raise up the
crisis? And that's absolutely critical to our way of life. So if all of these species go extinct, then we'll have full ecosystem collapse.
Some scientists have estimated that by 2050, half of all species that are alive today will be extinct. The truth is that extinction happens. Extinctions have happened throughout evolutionary history. But right now, the rate of extinction is estimated to be 1,000 to 10,000 times faster than the base rate in the fossil record. And a lot of that is our fault. We need a solution.
De-extinction. They're going to bring back woolly mammoths.
Colossal is the world's first de-extinction company, and we combine de-extinction with species preservation, and our goal is to make extinction a thing of the past.
Seems like a joke,
Colossal.
right?
Colossal Biosciences
develops cutting-edge technology to protect biodiversity and reverse extinction.
People think it's a scary word, de-extinction. They immediately put us with Jurassic Park, and it's not.
Yes.
We're trying to develop these new techniques in order to save animals, in order to bring back animals that, in some cases, were our fault that we don't have them any longer. It wasn't a climate problem, it was a human problem.
I think we all share the deep concern about what's happening to biodiversity, what's happening to the planet, what's happening to people whose lives have been intertwined with wild nature since before time began. And so coming together is so exciting because I think that's how we can really drive change.
So they made these wolves. I can't show this whole thing. You have to, let's see the wolf. Where's the wolf? Oh, there they are. Okay, so let's
There
see
they
the
are.
wolf, and then we'll go on to dance break. Okay, so they made these wolves.
There's so
It
many
seems like it's a
people
joke,
that
right?
have had their hand in this.
It totally does.
That it's just fulfilling for us to see, okay, we did it.
Yeah.
We
It's like
produced
birds
something
aren't
that is magnificent and
But it's real.
science fiction at its finest.
Colossal.
I don't want any raptors.
Yeah, I don't think I want any raptors. There they are, the dire wolves.
Wow. Wow.
Pretty cool, right?
Before dance, okay?
So there you go. It seems crazy, but it's time to dance now.
Okay, but wait,
De-extinction
wait.
is- Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I want to say one thing. What if evil gets hold of this?
What if they resurrect evil from the
Yeah.
dead?
What if, I know, I don't like this. I'm not liking this.
So what are you
Okay.
saying? Like they're going to get a Godzilla? Like they're going to make a Godzilla?
Oh, yes. Exactly.
Well, that's
And
what I
they're gonna
think. They're going to just start morphing things and not just reanimate things, but actually make things like a gigantic woolly mammoth that storms the city and crushes buildings.
So we'll be on lunch therapy and I'll be talking and all of a sudden he'll crash into and eat me right on here.
Richard says, sounds good as long as they don't resurrect my mother-in-law. Oh my God. On that note, that's funny. We told you this show is going to be freaking funny.
It was free. Hey, was this the freaking funniest show you've heard
funniest
so far?
show ever. All right. Thanks everybody for being here, for being part of the funniest show on
Have a
television.
good week.
By the way, you can watch this show on television. So this is a TV show, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Dance break time. This guy's name is Posture X1, and he does play all his instruments. He does sing all the song, and it doesn't seem like it. It's like amazing. Anyway, let's see this thing.
Thank you,
and then
Joyce.
we'll
We
get to
are
the necklace.
hilarious.
Thank you, Joyce. By the way, thanks everybody for being here. Howard gets his $15. He's just going to have to give me his Venmo, and we'll send it on out. There he is.
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We're
Said it took a month
it's
to make
time
this.
to go. Yeah, wow. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We'd like to thank you once again. Sergeant Pepper's one and only Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's getting very near the end. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts